Okay, welcome to the last installment of this image with Crowfoot Mountain and Bow Lake from the Canadian Rockies. So in this last video, I want to focus on the foreground, which is basically any mountain and below, like the bridge, the grasses and all that. So we have our merged copy, and let's go ahead and just kind of darken everything except for the bridge, because I want to do the bridge separate. So let's go into Artisan Pro, Selection, Water and Dirt. New selection. Like I said, we just want to start darkening the entire area. We don't want to go too much because we still need to change, lighten things and darken specific things. So I think we'll start with that. Let's go strength of 1. That looks pretty good. I think what we'll do now is we'll bring the dark from the bottom to the top. So we'll go over to our depth tab, bottom to top, and then we'll start out with, since we're only doing that half of the image basically, we can do half of, just go strength of 1, do darken 50%, let's go strength of 2, and then we'll definitely want to darken from the right corner, so we'll go diagonal from bottom right, then we'll go strength of 2, let's just go with a 25% edit. I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, that darkens that whole thing, so now let's do a bottom to top. Bottom to top. Let's go. Let's do just a quarter. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so let's merge these down to this, because that gives us, in case we have to restore anything. But that's looking pretty good. And now what I want to do is basically just the water. So I want to lighten the water from the top and bring it down. So let's come in, which means we'll need a luminosity mask. So let's figure out which luminosity mask we want to incorporate into the hard mask. Let's see, so lights 2 looks pretty good. What else do we have? Lights 2.5. I like the lights 2.5 better. Not quite as strong, and it cut out quite a few things I don't want to have highlighted. So we'll start with that. So we'll go selection, what was it, water, dirt, okay, selection, lights, what did I say, lights 3, lights 2.5, intersect, now we'll go top to bottom, because we're just doing the highlights, I want to highlight the lake, so let's go top to bottom, strength of 2, let's just do just a quarter, because I don't want the light down in this section down here, so we'll just do the quarter, strength of 2, just kind of keep adjusting that. And with the 2.5 luminosity mask, each click just adds a little bit. It allows us to build into the image and not just like suddenly it's just super strong and just way out of control. So we'll just kind of keep doing this. So I think that looks pretty good. We'll do one more. Yep, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and merge all these down. Okay, and then that gives us that, and then that. Okay, so that's a good place to keep so we can restore if we need to. So we'll hit deselect, so Command D. I still want to darken this area here. I think the way we'll do that is let's find another luminosity mask. Let's see, lights. Actually, I guess it'd be the darks. Let's go darks 3. Yeah, I like the darks 3. That way it leaves out all of the lake. So we'll add a darks 3. So we'll do selection, water, dirt. Okay. Selection, darks 3. Where'd my darks 3 go? Darks 3 copy, intersect. Okay. Now I want to do it from, I think I'll do top to bottom. Because that way it'll just kind of be the grasses here, whereas all the stuff in the right corner won't really be affected. So let's go to depth, top to bottom. I think we're good. And we'll just do a quarter. And I'll kind of add this. Let's just do one more. Then let's hide the ants, so Command H. That looks a little better. I think we'll keep going. Let's see, darken. Let's just do one strength of 3. See what that'll do. Command H to hide the ants again. Yeah, that's looking better. That way the lake is really separated from the grasses right there in the middle. Delete all those. Okay, yeah, I'm really liking that. Just kind of darkened the area. But actually, let's do one left to right. Or a couple left to right and see how that looks. So we'll do a half left to right. We'll do one more. Okay, Command H to hide the ants. Yep, that looks much better. The lake and the grass have really separated. So let's merge all these down to the point where we're able to restore. Let's deselect. Okay, that's looking much better. So kind of trying to separate, you know, kind of everything. So now let's work on the bridge a little bit. Let's see, what am I doing here? Select, bridge optimized. I think I just want to start by darkening the entire bridge. I'm not worried about luminosity mask or anything. So go to Tools, Pro Adjustments, darken, let's go strength of 1, darken, one more. Now we want to, let's deselect that so I can come in and find the luminosity mask that I want to use to bring out the highlights of the bridge. So we'll do the lights. Lights 2 looks pretty good. Anything, lights 1.75? Lights 2. I think we'll do a 1.75 and try that. Remember, you can always just delete it and start over. So let's go select bridge optimized. There's select lights 1.75, intersect. Okay, and then we'll just start lightning. Go strength of 3, gonna slowly build it in. Let's go strength of 2. I think that looks pretty good. Let's deselect that. Okay, now we have some good separation with the bridge. And then, God, you know, that's almost, I think I kind of want to brighten the lake just a little bit more. So what was my luminosity mask on that? Was it lights 2, lights 3? Where are we here? Lights 3. Nope, not lights 3. Lights 2, lights 2.5. Yeah, lights 2.5. And then actually we could use it and we can kind of brighten up all of this as well. So let's go, let's deselect, let's merge these down. Actually, I'll just merge all of these down so we don't have so many layers. Okay, we'll start from here. Now, goes, what was I? Water, dirt. Okay, and then let's go select. Lights 2.5, intersect. Then we'll just lighten everything. See how that looks. That's actually looking quite a bit better. Command D. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of all that. Go back to merge down. Now, let's just Command J, create another copy of that layer, and we'll start there. This way we have something to restore from. So let's go back. Select, what was it, water, dirt? Select lights 2.5, intersect. You know what, let's just do a depth. Let's just keep it, let's see, right to, or bottom, top to bottom, whatever direction I'm going. Just do lighten half. That's looking better. Let's merge these down and go one more, because that will give us just that. Deselect, Command D. Like, I'm not going to worry about fixing all the edges in this image right now. Like, I've posted videos on how to do that, so I'm not gonna waste your guys' time or mine with doing this. However, I do know that when I do images like this where I have separated sections, if I zoom in, you can see that line there. So I had to fix that in my original image because my mask isn't quite good enough on the edge. I kind of screwed up when I was making the mask. Easy fix, you know, just use the darken blend mode on your clone stamp and you can fix that. So make sure when you separate things out that you fix all your edges like that. But yeah, I think that's about done for this image. Look, it's looking pretty good. Let's see if I open up the one that's on my website. I know there is a difference in the sky a little bit, like the one on my website up here. So you can see not quite as bright and the sky is not quite as dark in certain areas, so it's a much smoother transition around the mountain. But like I said, you're never going to edit it the same way twice. Oh, you can see I actually highlighted some of the grasses down here. That is my full edit on the Crowfoot Mountain and Bow Lake. You can see the most important step was in the very first video where I set up all my hard masks. That is by far the most important thing for me to do for my black and white edits. If you're not into doing hard masks or doing, blending masks together, that is a-okay. It's, it's your choice how you do your edits. I'm just showing you the way that I prefer to do them. Like, I know making hard masks is a real pain. It's not a good time. So for me, I pick like an hour and a half a night, like after work, and I'll just start working on my mask. And when that time is up, I'm done. I shut it down till the next day, because your brain will start to go kind of crazy if you just sit there and just focus on your mask all for hours and hours. So just do it the way you want to do. If you don't want to make hard masks, if you do want to make hard masks, that is up to you. I'm just showing you the way that I do these edits. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll have to figure out something else for the next video to edit in black and white. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.